I'm Gord Adnams, and I serve on the board of the Summer Institute of Church Music. And I have with me today Don Willmer, who is a United Church minister and an avid chorister. Welcome, Don.
Thank you,
Y-
Gord.
You have been involved with SICM on several levels, mostly as a chorister, but you've also visited us during the day. Tell us about your experience with the Summer Institute.
Well, I live in Port Perry, which is not very far from Whitby, and I knew about the Summer Institute Church Music, but for some unfathomable reason, I hadn't taken advantage of its proximity for the first few years that we were here, and I'm kind of kicking myself that I didn't. Um, for me, music is such a significant part of worship, and indeed, I've been heckled to that effect. I do a number of services at seniors' homes, and one person once called out to me, "Less talking and more singing," which I sort of knew, but I never had to put to me that bluntly, I guess. The
We usually
advantage
say
of
that to
SIC,
choirs.
well, yes, especially on Thursday nights, I'm sure.
Yeah.
The advantage of SICM is that I'm in somewhat of a minority. I don't think I'm the only clergy person there, but I get the advantage of being with and talking with a number of music directors, and I get their perspective on that significant part of worship. The relationship between the clergy and the music director sometimes can be problematic, but it's a wonderful opportunity to collaborate and to learn from one another about how to glorify God to the best of our ability.
Hmm. And you sing in community choirs? Do you sing in your church choir too?
Well, I don't typically. I'll help out in an emergency or
Mm.
if they're having a special event. But I feel that it's a little bit problematic for me to be going back and forth from lectern to choir loft. I can
Yeah.
do that here at Dunbarton Fairport United Church, but I couldn't do it that easily at Port Perry United Church. I do
Mm.
sing in a couple of community choirs in Uxbridge. I sing with Northern Trails Vocal Connection, which is a new audition choir directed by Jennifer Neveu, and also with Cantori Sine Nomine, a choir organized by Stuart Baudouin. Up until its dissolution a year ago, I sang with the Uxbridge Chamber Choir under Tom Baker. And before we moved here, I sang with the Perth Community Choir, which actually was more of a fall musical production of secular music, but a lot of fun to be part of a big and quasi-professional production there too.
Hmm. So how did you find SICM's oral program?
I just love it. And there's a number of dimensions that I could speak about. It is such a joy to be able to collaborate in the creation of something beautiful. And I feel that each one of those components of that phrase is significant uh, in reflecting how we're made in the image of God. That
Mm.
we are creating, which is one of the fundamental acts of the divine. That is something good and beautiful, which is something we all strive after. Doesn't always need to be happy, but there can be beauty and sadness or reflection as well. And collaborating, working together, also, I think, is a significant dimension of kingdom behavior.
Hmm.
So collaborating in the creation of something beautiful. The other thing that I love about it is that I'm with other people, most of whom are better singers than I, and I can learn so much more quickly when I've got a good, reliable singer on either side of me. And it's
Hmm.
quite an exciting journey to be with
Yeah.
people of that commitment and that capability. The other thing that I enjoy about it is that a lot of the repertoire is what I would call music that, well, it's new to me at least, not to say that it's new to everyone, but music that I haven't heard before. And I
Mm.
do think it's incumbent upon churches and clergy, of course, as a consequence, constantly to be exploring what is new. One of my mentors told me a long time ago, well, you know, Donald, every hymn was new one Sunday way back when. And if we didn't explore new music, we'd still be singing Gregorian chant. So
Yeah.
I feel it's important for us to take advantage of the new music's out there. Of course, there's a lot of international music that we hadn't really been aware of until the last few decades. And we do so with the full knowledge that not all of it will be wonderful and spellbinding, but there's a winnowing process that we shouldn't shirk just because some of it won't make the grade. The other
Hmm.
thing that I find wonderful is that I'm with people who I think inspiring is the right word, but certainly it would be reinvigorating to be with people who also regard music as a very significant part of spiritual life and a joy to participate in. And that's what
Hmm.
I experienced in the choral component of SICM.
Yeah. And tenors too. You and I
Well, I
sang.
actually sing bass and baritone. When Teeny said I was a tenor, she was
Oh,
misrecalling. I can sing tenor in a pinch, but
yeah.
it's not pleasant, and though my voice wears out after a while.
Yeah.
I'm really a bass baritone, and that's my comfortable range.
Well, that's great. Well, we look forward to your return to
As do
SICM
I.
Choral. Yes, it's wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Don, for your time and your enthusiasm and your commitment to church music from every level. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for the opportunity to share. I appreciate it, Gord.
Thank you. We'll see you in July.
Right.